I moved up to London when I was 13 years old due to some troubles at home. And I had some trouble making friends. I joined at the end of a school year, so I didn't get to know anyone. Then because I was mostly at home, wasn't mostly at school, I added some friends on MySpace, some of the football guys. After a couple of weeks on that, one of the more popular guys on the team made a joke about my size and the goal, saying no one could score a goal because I fit the space. After he said that, everyone else kind of joined in because he was the popular guy. Really struck me quite hard.
Yeah.
My confidence was shattered. When I went back to school, everyone had heard about it and were pointing and laughing at me. I was really shy, felt like crying, and went to the toilet, just didn't come out for the whole of the morning session.
Yeah.
I went home at lunchtime. I couldn't go back to school after that, and I was afraid to leave the house as well because I felt as if people were always judging me, staring at me. After a couple of months of this, I tried going back on MySpace to see if it all calmed down, hoping they'd all calm down, but unfortunately I found pictures where my face had been photoshopped in, taking the mick out of my size.
Yeah.
And everyone commenting on them, saying how funny it was and how I should stop eating McDonald's and should at least try running, but everyone was saying if I did, it'd be an earthquake. After that, I started throwing up. I couldn't eat right. Felt disgusted at how I looked in the morning. Took some painkillers, quite a few painkillers.
Right.
And I ended up in hospital one night. After they had my stomach pumped, they suggested to my family that I had to go and see a therapist.
The UK Council for Child Internet Safety, or the UK CCIS, had conducted a survey in June of this year and found some key facts. One of which was that 28% of 11 to 16-year-olds reported that they had been targeted by some form of cyberbullying. Of these, 1/4 experienced this as persistent over time. Another fact was that 17% of 11 to 16-year-olds had reported cyberbullying others, a marked reduction from the 33% found in their first study. Was there anything else that you did to help overcome any of the bullying that you encountered?
Music was a big factor of it. Nothing more that I enjoyed was just laying down, listening to some good music and just chilling out. Gaming was another one, playing some, it's nothing like playing some online games where you get to kill people.
Yeah.
To let out some rage and anger when people call you fat, so that helped out a lot. And then the friends that I still have now that I made on the confidence building courses, they helped a lot. Some of them pulled through quite quickly, and then they didn't just abandon the others that took a while. They stayed on, helped others out.
Out of the 28% of children that said they had been cyberbullied, 20% had said that the fear of bullies made them reluctant to go to school. 19% of them had experienced a decline in confidence and self-esteem, and 14% of them didn't feel safe. At the more extreme end of the spectrum, 11% felt depressed, 5% had self-harmed, and 3% had attempted suicide. One case of cyberbullying found across the UK was the case that happened to Adele. Moments after she had given birth to her first child, she was targeted by internet trolls. One message on the social networking site Twitter came from someone under the name of Vanessa Bieber, who had said, Adele gave birth to a baby. Is it fat and handicapped, lol? Just murder it already, lol. Twitter at the time had declined to intervene on the singer's behalf, citing a policy of no comment on individual users. Something you don't usually hear happen is that one Twitter user had tweeted on the 22nd of October that she had apologised to Adele via her Twitter account. The person that was also involved has also said that she was deleting her account and was never to return. I was having a conversation with one of the people that I used to hang around with outside of
secondary school hours. It seemed like things were alright to start with, but then all of a sudden she decided to be really abusive to me. There were a lot of racial comments that she made towards me. I thought I could try and escape it by going onto this social networking site I used to use called MySpace. Thought I'd possibly just watch some videos or play a game, try to take my mind off of it. But I couldn't escape it at all, because as soon as I'd gone on the site, I'd seen a picture of my face on a dead animal's body, with lots of blood coming down my face and on the body of the animal. As I was going through the site to see, or just to try and get away from that image, I saw more racial comments about me all over the site, and it was made worse with the fact that some of my friends from my secondary school ended up joining in. It was all just too much for me to handle. Even when I turned off both MSN and MySpace, I ended up getting racial texts sent to me. I even got one phone call from someone who essentially basically gave me a death threat. At that point, I'd essentially just given up on everything, really. I just thought there would be no chance I'd get away from it at all. And it ended up resulting in me doing some pretty extreme, what can be considered extreme things.
There are quite a few ways that cyberbullying can take place. Some of those ways include via email, social networking, mobile phones, chat rooms and instant messaging, interactive gaming, sending viruses, and an abuse of personal information across the internet. There are many websites or social networking sites that cyberbullying can take place on. The more popular ones that people know about are Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, where you can either post comments, post videos, or post pictures.
There should even be age limits as to how young you are that you can use the social networking sites. But realistically, that isn't really possible, because people can always get around that by just lying about their age.
They should have at least some sort of age limit on them, something like 16 or 18, because kids at the age of 13 don't know how harmful the stuff they say can be. They'll say something to joke, go on and on. People are hurt by it, some lead to suicides. Luckily enough for me, never went there.
I just think that there should be more that is done about it. Like, more people should be able to step forward and not be afraid of being more bullied, because when they step forward, it's likely that the bullies will stop.